Hello, I'm Dr. Gary D. Seal. I'm with the TrueCon Consulting Group in Austin, Texas. The topic for today's video is called the hurricane drill. Let me explain briefly. During the first half of my working career, I worked for an industrial safety equipment distributor headquartered in Houston. Because of their proximity to the Gulf of Mexico and the threat of storms every year, the senior management was well aware that a strong hurricane could literally wipe out the headquarters and branch offices located near the coast. As a result, they asked all the managers to visualize what they would do in the case of a physical disaster. The prompts are: what records would you salvage and which employees would you bring back first should you lose your facility? Now, 25 years later, the answer is somewhat more complex. As a mid-sized services company in the United States, for example, you may never face a total physical loss, but it should operate as if it could happen tomorrow. Fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, or even targeted acts can wipe out offices, equipment, and paper records in a single day. The companies that survive are not the lucky ones, they're the prepared ones. A hurricane drill is a structured, repeatable plan that ensures continuity when everything tangible is gone. The first priority is data survival. A services company's most valuable asset is not its office space, but its information, client records, financial records, contracts, and intellectual property. All this critical data must be backed up automatically to secure geographically separate cloud systems. Backup should follow the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies of data on 2 different media with 1 copy stored off-site. Encryption and access controls are essential, but so is accessibility. Key leaders must be able to retrieve systems quickly from any location. Point number 2, the company must establish a clear chain of command and communication plan. In a total loss scenario, confusion is often more damaging than the disaster itself. Leadership roles should be predefined with alternates assigned in case primary leaders are unavailable. A current contact list stored securely in the cloud and accessible offline should include employees, clients, vendors, and emergency services. The company should also designate a single communication platform, such as an email, messaging app, or an emergency notification system, to avoid fragmentation during the crisis response. Third, operational continuity must be designed for mobility. Employees should be equipped to work remotely with laptops, secure VPN access, and cloud-based applications. Critical workflows, billing, customer service, project management should be documented and executable without reliance on a physical office. A company that can function virtually within 24 to 72 hours dramatically increases its chance of survival and client retention. Fourth, financial resilience must be addressed. Adequate insurance coverage, including property, business interruption, and cyber insurance, is essential. However, insurance alone is not enough. The company should maintain an emergency cash reserve or a line of credit to cover payroll, vendor obligations, and immediate recovery costs. Banking relationships should allow remote access and rapid fund movement even if physical documentation is lost. Fifth, vendor and partner dependencies must be evaluated. A service company often relies on third parties for IT, communications, and logistics. Backup vendors should be identified in advance with pre-negotiated agreements where possible. The loss of a primary supplier should not halt operations indefinitely. And finally, the hurricane drill must be practiced. Plans that sit on a shelf fail under pressure. Leadership should conduct annual simulations in which access to the office is assumed impossible. Teams should rehearse logging into backup systems, communicating under emergency protocols, and executing core business functions remotely. After each drill, gaps should be identified and addressed. A total physical disaster is not just a test of infrastructure, it's a test of foresight. Companies that invest in preparation transform catastrophe into disruption rather than collapse. The goal of the hurricane drill is simple. When everything is lost, nothing essential is.